Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with towering skyscrapers, winding streets, and the constant hum of life, there lived a beggar named Raju. His days unfolded beneath the shade of an ancient tree on the corner of a busy intersection, where streams of people hurried past, their eyes fixed on their own destinations, their minds occupied with relentless thoughts. Raju wore a faded brown shawl, patched and frayed at the edges, his face marked by years of struggle and endurance. To most, he was invisible, a fleeting presence on their daily journey. Every morning, as the sun rose and painted the city in hues of gold, Raju would set out his battered tin bowl and sit quietly, watching the world go by. He had no possessions save for a small bundle of clothes, a tattered book, and the bowl he used for alms. His life was one of routine. He would greet the day, nod politely to familiar faces, and wait for a few coins to drop into his bowl, enough to buy a simple meal and survive another night. Raju's story, however, was not always one of poverty. In his youth, he had been a skilled craftsman, working with wood and carving intricate designs that were the pride of his village. But fate, as it so often does, had other plans. A fire swept through his workshop, erasing his livelihood in a single night. With no family to turn to and his savings lost, Raju wandered from place to place, eventually finding himself in the heart of the city, seeking solace beneath the old tree that would become his home. Despite his circumstances, Raju maintained a gentle spirit. He observed the city's rhythm with curiosity, pondering the stories behind each hurried step and distant gaze. Occasionally, passers-by would stop and offer him food, clothing, or a brief conversation. Most of these interactions were fleeting, but one day a young man named Vikram paused beside Raju's tree, intrigued by the beggar's serene demeanor. Vikram was a recent graduate, his mind swirling with ambitions and anxieties. He was searching for purpose, feeling lost amidst the city's relentless pace. He had seen Raju many times but never stopped to speak. This morning, however, something compelled him to approach. "Good morning," Vikram greeted, his voice tentative. Raju looked up, offering a warm smile. "And a good morning to you, young man." Curiosity overcame Vikram's hesitation. "I see you here every day. How do you stay so calm, even with so little?" Raju's eyes sparkled with wisdom. "Life gives us what it will, but it's our mind that decides how we receive it." Vikram sat beside him, eager to learn more. "What do you mean?" Raju reached for his tattered book, opening it to a page filled with faded words. "Let me tell you a story, my own." He described his life before the fire, the joy of creation, the pride in his work, the happiness of simple days spent carving and shaping wood. He spoke of the night disaster struck, how everything he valued was reduced to ashes. He recounted the months of despair, wandering aimlessly, feeling bitterness and defeat. "But one day," Raju continued, "as I sat beneath this very tree, I realized something profound. I could spend my days mourning what I had lost, or I could open my eyes to what remained. The world had not ended, though my world had changed. I was still alive, still capable of kindness, still able to think, to feel, to dream. I resolved to shift my perspective. Instead of seeing myself as a victim, I chose to see myself as a survivor." Vikram listened intently. Raju's words resonated deeper than he expected. "From that moment," Raju said softly, "life began to look different. I observed the beauty in small things, the songs of birds at sunrise, the laughter of children passing by, the kindness of strangers. My circumstances had not changed, but my mind had, and with that, my life changed." Vikram was moved. He realized that despite his education and opportunities, his mind was trapped by worries and insecurities. Raju, a man with nothing, had found peace through a simple shift in perspective. As the days passed, Vikram returned to Raju's tree, eager to learn more. The beggar shared stories of hope and resilience, tales of people who had transformed their lives by changing how they perceived their reality. Raju spoke of a blind musician who played melodies that touched souls, a widow who found joy in gardening, a child who overcame fear to become a leader in his community. Each story shared a common thread, the power of mindset. Raju explained, "Our thoughts shape our reality. If we focus on darkness, that's all we'll see. But if we seek light even in the smallest moments, our world becomes brighter." Vikram began to apply these lessons in his own life. He started each day with gratitude, listing 3 things he appreciated before leaving his apartment. He approached challenges with curiosity rather than fear, asking himself what he could learn from difficult situations. Slowly, his outlook shifted. He felt more confident, more open to possibilities, more connected to the people around him. Raju's influence extended beyond Vikram. Word of the beggar's wisdom spread through the neighborhood. Shopkeepers, office workers, students, and retirees began to stop by the tree, seeking advice or simply sharing a moment of reflection. Raju welcomed everyone, reminding them that happiness was not found in possessions or status, but in the way one views the world. One afternoon, a wealthy merchant named Mr. Sharma visited Raju. He was known for his fortune, but also for his perpetual unhappiness. He confessed to Raju, "I have everything money can buy, yet I feel empty. Why is that?" Raju smiled gently. "Your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of worry and resentment, that's what will grow. But if you nurture gratitude and compassion, your life will blossom." Mr. Sharma was skeptical but agreed to try. He began to practice gratitude, focusing on the people who supported him, the opportunities he enjoyed, and the simple pleasures of life. Over time, he felt a shift. His relationships improved, his health flourished, and he discovered joy in everyday moments. Raju's story teaches us that mindset is the foundation of our experience. External circumstances may change, but our inner world determines how we respond. When we choose to see possibilities instead of obstacles, our life transforms. When we cultivate gratitude, compassion, and hope, we discover happiness in the present moment. The beggar's wisdom is echoed in countless examples throughout history. Consider Helen Keller, who overcame the limitations of blindness and deafness to become a renowned author and activist. She famously said, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." Her life illustrates the power of a positive mindset. Think of Nelson Mandela, who endured decades of imprisonment but emerged with forgiveness and a vision for reconciliation. He believed, "It always seems impossible until it's done." His mindset allowed him to change not only his own life, but the future of his nation. Even in everyday life, we see the impact of mindset. A student who believes in their ability to learn will persevere through challenges. An athlete who visualizes success will push beyond limits. A parent who approaches difficulties with patience will create a nurturing environment for their children. The science of mindset supports these observations. Psychologists have studied the concept of growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. Research shows that individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient, motivated, and successful than those with a fixed mindset, who see challenges as threats and avoid risk. Changing your mindset is not about ignoring reality or pretending that problems don't exist. It's about choosing how you interpret and respond to life's events. It's about reframing setbacks as opportunities for growth, seeing failure as feedback, and recognizing that every moment contains the potential for renewal. Raju's story reminds us that even in the harshest circumstances, we have the power to change our experience by changing our mind. He teaches us to find meaning in adversity, to seek joy in simplicity, and to share kindness with others. As the seasons passed, Raju's tree became a symbol of hope in the city. People gathered there not only to offer alms, but to seek wisdom, comfort, and inspiration. Raju continued to live simply, his needs met by the generosity of the community, but his true wealth lay in the lives he touched and the minds he changed. One day Vikram returned to the tree with a gift, a wooden plaque he had carved himself, inspired by Raju's old craft. On it he inscribed the words, "Change your mindset, life will change." Raju received the gift with tears of gratitude. He hung the plaque on the tree where it could be seen by all who passed. The message became a mantra for the neighborhood, a gentle reminder that transformation begins within. As you listen to Raju's story, consider your own life. Where do you feel stuck or limited? What beliefs hold you back? What would happen if you shifted your perspective, embraced gratitude, and sought possibility in every challenge? You don't need to wait for circumstances to improve to find happiness. You can begin today, right now, by changing your mindset. Start with small steps. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Look for lessons in setbacks and approach each day with curiosity and hope. Remember that you are not alone. Like Raju, everyone faces difficulties and doubts. But by choosing to see the world through a lens of optimism and compassion, you can change your life and inspire others to do the same. Let the beggar story be your guide. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember his words. Life gives us what it will, but it's our mind that decides how we receive it. You have the power to shape your experience, to turn adversity into opportunity, and to discover joy in the present moment. Imagine the city with its endless movement and noise, transformed by the wisdom of a humble beggar. People pausing beneath the old tree, sharing stories, offering kindness and finding strength in each other. The world becomes a brighter place, not because circumstances have changed, but because hearts and minds have opened. Each day is a new beginning. Each moment holds the possibility of transformation. By changing your mindset, you change your life, and perhaps the lives of those around you. So, as you step into the world, carry Raju's lesson with you. Let your mind be a garden of hope, gratitude, and possibility. Nurture it with positive thoughts, and watch as your life blossoms. Remember, the power to change lies within you. Change your mindset, and your life will change.